What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? About to sit here and check out one of these videos real quick. Got some people talking about my boy, when he passed away. So I'm about to see what the people got to say. See who are the people. You know what I mean? So drop me a comment. Let me know what you think. Let's get it.
Only relatives, close friends, and some celebrities were permitted to enter Graceland, the Presley estate, to witness the funeral services. Anne Margaret, Burt Reynolds, John Wayne, Chet Atkins, Charlie Pride, Caroline Kennedy, all were reported to be in town. As described to artist Ham Embry, Presley was dressed in a white suit, blue shirt, and tie. Presley's former wife Priscilla and his father Vernon were among those to view Presley for the last time. Among the pallbearers was one of Presley's close high school friends, George Klein.
He gave me a car once, and I said, Elvis, I don't have the words to express how I feel to you about you giving me this car. And he looked at me and he said, what is fame and fortune if you can't share it with your friends?
The somber funeral procession moved slowly down the driveway and out onto Elvis Presley Boulevard for the 3.5-mile drive to Forest Hill Cemetery. Just as it emerged, a young woman jumped in front of the hearse carrying Presley's body. Authorities pulled her out of the way. The police-escorted motorcade moved on without incident, passing grieving Presley admirers who had gathered lining the boulevard 5 deep. Still more thousands of Presley's fans were waiting when the procession arrived at the cemetery. Presley was to be entombed in this one-story marble mausoleum. On the front lawn, flowers sent by the truckload by Presley followers were arranged in profusion. One was in the form of a 6-foot-long guitar. Presley's crypt is in the so-called Presley Room, where other family members will eventually be entombed. His crypt will always be visible to the public through a locked wrought iron door. Officials believe Presley will continue to attract in death many of those who were so devoted to him when he was alive. Ed Rabel, CBS News, Memphis.
They spoke of Presley as a hero, these people who stood for long hours under a hot sun to pay a final tribute. Most were simple working-class people, spanning all ages. Entire families came here, and they came from all parts of the country. Some of them simply dropped everything to be here, and many traveled for long hours just to stand and wait.
We left at 5:30 yesterday afternoon from Indianapolis, and we got here at 5 to 9 this morning. And even though I can't get in, this is the best I can do. I can be here.
How long did it take you to come down here?
12 hours. 12 hours, and it was 731 miles.
Early this morning, the crowd was shocked when a car drove into 3 girls outside the Presley mansion, killing 2 of them. Police arrested the driver on charges of second-degree murder and drunken driving. But the shock seemed to wear off, and at times there was almost a carnival atmosphere. Commercialism mingled with the morning, as hawkers sold Elvis Presley pennants and T-shirts. You think you'll make a lot of money on this?
I don't know. It'll be the first time I've ever made much money if I do, Now, it's kind of enjoyable. It's something to do. I think you're giving somebody something and you're getting something, too. I think Elvis would have probably liked it,
But not everyone in the crowd liked it, and some even called the gathering a circus.
I think it's a bunch of baloney, really. People are just, they don't really care. They're just giggling and carrying on. And, I'm having a good time, too, but that's not really what it's all about.
By tomorrow, many of these people will have gone back home. They all were touched somehow by the Presley magnetism, but very few of them got to see him for the last time. Only a glimpse of a hearse on its way up Elvis Presley Boulevard toward the cemetery.
The tiny Christ Church at Cock Foster's in North London was filled to overflowing with mournful Elvis Presley fans this afternoon as an impromptu memorial service was held. A picture of Elvis was up on the altar, a place of adolescent and adult adoration he held for millions throughout Europe. Some of the teenage mourners had not been born when Elvis first achieved stardom. Others had already become adults by the time he sang Heartbreak Hotel. All shared the same grief and shock at the singer's death. The hairstyles, the clothing, and the working-class manners reflected the Presley style that so many had come to imitate in this country. In and outside the church, there were more than 500 people, some of whom joined to sing Amazing Grace. As the Beatles were revered in America, Elvis Presley was worshipped in Britain. John Lawrence, CBS News, London.
So much shit to even talk about right there. Like, I want to start with the asshole who was drinking and driving and smashing to those women like that and killed too. Like, I hope you just rot in a terrible place. You know what I'm saying? I hope you're still alive and you rotting. But I'm against that. People coming out and trying to make some. There's a couple things in this video I didn't like. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you, like the first dude with the weak ass crying, and I don't know if the sun was in his eyes or what, but the high school friend, and it was talking about Elvis had gave him a car. Da 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 da. I mean, damn. You couldn't think about nothing else. You couldn't think about like a heartfelt moment besides something that's materialistic. You know what I'm saying? Because I can guarantee you, Elvis didn't give a fuck about the car as much as this dude did. He just wanted to see the look on his face or to show his appreciation. And it wasn't about the materialistic shit. It was just the just because, which means way more than a car if you ask me. Because for somebody who got so much shit on his plate, he could be anywhere in the world right now. He could be doing anything in the fucking world he wants to do. And you ran across his mind and he dug into his own pockets to give you something. You know, fuck the car. It's just the thought alone that the generosity was there. Like, that's just crazy. But, you know, it is what it is. If that's what he's going to remember Elvis by, it's kind of shitty. But, I mean, I'm not him. So, I mean, I can't really speak for him. I'm just saying that's my 2 cents. And then for the people that's out there, you hear my boy has passed, and you finna come out here and make you some quick dollars real quick. Look. I couldn't have been there. I would have got hella boxes of free t-shirts, hella pins and flags and all that shit for free. This is on the house. Like, you're not finna come out here and just make no dollars. People out here grieving and you out here selling t-shirts and shit. Get the fuck out of here. That's hella disrespectful. Elvis would have liked it. No the fuck he wouldn't. No the fuck he wouldn't. Yeah, you sound hella crazy, you curly head fuck. He had that Tom Jones head. Shout out Tom Jones though. But just to see like the people crying coming from all over the world, seemed like a real dark day. You know, I wasn't there, but every time I watch a video that has something to do with that, it's like a real dark vibe around it. You know what I'm saying? Like it just happened all over again. You know, that had to be some shit to be listening to the radio one day or on the news and get interrupted and hear that, you know, your boy is just passed on. Because the way I look at it, it's like, damn. Let's just say, for instance, Elvis died at 7:30, right, at night. And that's probably not even true, but this is just my example. And let's say I was, you know, at home cooking dinner, and I'm eating by 8 o'clock, right? And then I hear about Elvis dying by 8:15. So damn, the whole time I was cooking and shit like that, like I didn't even know my whole world was about to change in about 30 plus minutes. Cause shit, while I'm in here in this goddamn kitchen making whatever the fuck, my boy just passed on. You know what I'm saying? How the fuck can you even eat dinner at a time like that? Like, god damn, like out of all the people it could have been, you had to take Elvis Presley. You had to take Elvis Presley. There's a couple of people, I ain't gonna say no names, but they was available and they still are. You know what I'm saying? You could have took one of them straight like that. But and then to see the girl running the street in front of the limo, like that was kind of heartbreaking right there. Like that was like some sincere shit. Like you know she had to be going through some pain. The heartbreak was there. And just all the overwhelming emotions, like that gotta be a hell of a feeling, an indescribable feeling to have been there around that time and got that news. You know what I'm saying? Man, a lot of people really care for this man. And they still do. They still do. And that's why we're going to let this shit keep going on and let the name live on. But Elvis' name is going to live on with or without my black ass, period, point blank. That's a household name. That's an icon. That's a legend. Shit. That's Elvis Presley. But drop me a comment. Let me know what you think.